Hello, my name is Max Strauss with ProInterviews.org, Facebook.com/ProInterviews, and Twitter.com/ProInterviews. I'd like to welcome you to the interview with Kevin Haslam. Haslam attended the University of Rutgers for 5 years. He was best known for his versatility on the offensive line while he played guard and both tackle positions. He then entered the NFL draft in 2010, but went undrafted. He quickly signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and by the end of preseason, he earned a roster spot. He appeared in 5 NFL games this past year. Here's the interview with Kevin, and I hope you enjoy the collages also. I know you have a Facebook, but have you ever considered making a Twitter?
I've thought about it. Twitter really isn't for me. I don't know. I guess it's kind of cool thing for the fans and everything like that, but I'm just so horrible with updating things as it is that I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't find time to do all of it. So I haven't jumped into the Twitter world yet, but highly considering it, maybe in the future.
What was your high school football experience like?
Stressful. I mean, during that time I was kind of just trying to, get noticed and everything like that. Being an undersized offensive lineman was kind of difficult. But, in the end, it all worked out. My senior year went pretty well for me, so I think that, overall, it was a good experience for me.
Throughout Rutgers, did you have like a best friend?
I wouldn't put one specific person. I had a lot of good friends at Rutgers. Everybody got the good friends. Ryan Blazik, our center, was one of my good friends. When Anthony showed up, me and Anthony became really close friends. I would go for the linemen. Blazik, Anthony Davis, who else was probably close? Undrafted. He was a long snapper on our team. I don't know if you've heard of him. But yeah, I guess those are my friends.
At Rutgers, you were known for your versatility on the line. How do you think that's helped you in the NFL?
I think it's helped me a lot, actually. Coaches, in the NFL scene, I played both tackles, both guard spots. I haven't dabbled with center actually in a game yet, but I did play a little bit center at one point. But I think it helped me tremendously because teams could see that I played multiple positions, and that's all it's about as far as versatility because, most guys don't just play one spot unless you're a lockdown starter. So most backups or people trying to make it usually play multiple spots before they actually make it to that starting role. So for me, it's definitely good to be as a rookie of knowing all spot.
Do you have a favorite memory from Rutgers?
My fondest memory I would have to say personally for me was when we came back and won the Papa John's bowl game. And I only say that because that was my first bowl game I started. And, it was just, a good feeling of winning it, coming back the way we did and everything.
Even though you were undrafted, what was your draft day experience like?
Stressful, thinking that you're going to be drafted in a certain spot. It doesn't really work out that way. It was a big process. It was a lot longer than usual. So I was just sitting around and waiting, a lot of phone calls, because the phone rings. It doesn't necessarily ring when they pick you. I got phone calls as early as the 3rd round. And you think that's going to be the call, their team to pick you up, but really it was just kind of teams getting a feel, saying we're thinking about picking you up with our next pick, so on and so forth. And that started from the 3rd round on, so it was kind of just me picking up the phone and not knowing what was going on.
What was your first training camp like with the Jaguars this past year?
First training camp, it was hot. Different weather down there in Florida than it is in Jersey. They had me playing every position. Again, preseason, I played every spot. Each game I played a different spot, so I played, tackle with the other tackle except center. And, it was a good experience. I had a good time. I learned a lot. I think I got better as a player.
You were teammates of Courtney Green and Taquan Underwood. What's it like to be with them on the Jaguars?
It's good, knowing that people I played with in college are on the team that I am now. And they helped me transition, Taquan on offense, so he helped me with, offensive perspective of the game. And, just having Courtney there to help you out with whatever rookie things you got to do, or just, using the transition along to show you what the ropes are. So it was good for them to help me out down there.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite memory with the Jaguars from this past season?
As a rookie, you don't really have a favorite one, because you kind of get picked on the whole time. Obviously, the rookie hazing is probably the fondest memory I have. I won't say favorite, but it's kind of the one that sticks out in my head.
Mm-hmm. Who had the most impact on your pro career?
That's kind of difficult. I feel like a lot of people helped me get to where I'm at. My offensive line coach from Rutgers, Coach Flood, him preparing me to play all different positions in college, helped me out in the pros, I think. And, you know, I also, when people ask, I also give credit to Anthony Davis for coming in when he came to Rutgers. You know, I obviously had to elevate my playing level because when he came in, we both started going for the same position. You know, I was battling it out. As soon as he got there, you know, him being the great tackle that he is, you know, going first round in San Francisco, us just, you know, playing off of each other. You know, whether I do things better, if he does things better, you know, just making ourselves better all together. So for him to come to Rutgers, you know, and help me compete with someone is really, you know, really beneficial to me.
Do you have a nickname?
Not really. People just kind of call me Haz. That's about it.
So have you ever considered starting a, foundation, or do you support a charity in the off-season?
Well, my plans for that would have been starting after this second season. You know, the first season, I kind of just had to, you know, get a feel for everything, know, you know, how to balance my budget, you know, the usual rookie stuff, how to take care of yourself. And then when the second season came around, you know, this year, obviously, I was going to do more, you know, fixing all that. And then just whatever foundation I need to set up, whatever charity.
So do you have a favorite quote?
Not really. None that really sticks out in my head at the moment. I'm not really been a quote person.
If you could describe yourself as any ice cream flavor, what would you be and why?
Ice cream flavor. Ice cream flavor. Ben Jerry's, I think it's called, is it called Imagine World Peace? But the world is not spelled W-O-R-L-D, it's spelled world like W-H-I-R-L-D. And it's like, I think it's cookie dough, caramel, and like these little chocolate pieces. And whatever it is, I don't know, I forget what exactly is in it, but it's my favorite ice cream, so I always go with that one just because it's my favorite. Why? I don't know. It tastes good to me, so I know. It's a good flavor ice cream. I guess I'm a good person, so I'll go with that.
For someone who wants to play in the NFL, what's the best advice you can give them?
My best advice, I guess, when I'm saying NFL, you need to be just driven is the word I would say. You know, a lot of people kind of think, unless you're one of those very few who have just that God-given ability just to go no matter what. Like, you know, no matter what you do, you cannot lift. You can, you know, do the absolute minimum. Once you get on the field, you're the best player out there. Very few people who can do that. But, you know, most people, you know, you got to work at it. You got to be in the weight room all day. You got to be watching film. You have to be, you know, working on your technique. And I think that gets lost a lot because people see these great players sometimes and they think, oh, if I just play good, then they're not good. People don't realize the hard work that these great players put in, you know, whether it is watching a whole bunch of film, whether it is lifting a lot, or, you know, working on their technique. These guys obviously don't get that good just out of nowhere. They worked hard at it. So I think the best thing you can tell somebody is that they need to work hard. They have to want it. So they can't just be, you know, lifting, like, you know, once a day for like an hour and go sleep the rest of the day or just do nothing. You got to lift, then you got to watch film, then you got to do footwork, then you got to run. And that's just one day. You know what I mean? You got to hit everything in one day to try to get better.
Is there anything you want to tell fans across the nation that we haven't really talked about?
Just, you know, the fans give us their support, you know, for this lockout coming up, you know, to help the players out and to just support us, you know, what we're trying to accomplish. Obviously, as players want to play football, you know, this lockout situation is kind of, you know, a touchy subject with some people, but, you know, we just want to play. That's all it really is. So just the support of the fans is all we ask for.
Thank you so much for your time, Kevin. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem at all. You know, thank you again. You know, the work that you're doing, keep it up. You know, we'll be good in the end.
Thank you for listening to the interview with Kevin Haslam. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you leave your comments below as well. Please check out my website, prointerviews.org, for other interviews. Like the Facebook page at facebook.com/prointerviews. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/prointerviews. Subscribe to me on YouTube at youtube.com/prointerviews. Thanks again for listening. Feel free to stay tuned for more interviews.